Hallå och välkommen tillbaka till det här spelet som är lite halvkonstigt rent översättningsmässigt. Say, can I ask jag tror inte vi ska ta en flying circus question. What's up? You already know way more than me about Misaki, so I doubt I have any info for you. Vänta, va? Det var inte det hon sa, men okej. Ja, jag tänkte bara, vad fan. På tal om att det var dåligt översatt. Jag tycker inte att det är dåligt översatt. Jag vet inte hur originalet är, men det tycker jag inte. Det är bara lite konstiga sådana där simpla fel som i och för sig borde kanske ha kollats över, men det är skitsamma. I literally just said I had a flying question. Flying question. Wow, flying circus question. I have interest studied a Misaki-senpai, okay? And I'm pretty sure you know some things about me that Mashiro doesn't. Huh? Like what? I need to know. The softness of my bare skin, for instance. Don't give me that bloodthirsty look. Masaya-san, you're too young for those things. Calm down, Asuka. Don't react to her dumb jokes. I'd never come into contact with something so deadly. Hey, don't act like I'm some contagious disease. She was just kidding, right? If not, I might end up stabbing you. Vad håller hon i en stekpanna? En stekspade. Tremble, tremble, menacing tremble. Stop it, you're scaring me. No scary snickering either. She made all of that up, so you got no reason to stab me. With that out of the way, what's your question? Just trust me. Fine, I'll believe you just this once. You're lucky I'm letting you keep your life. Whoa, thank you so much. But enough of that, get to the question already. Earlier, President and Misaki-senpai faced each other, right? Was that just because it was a practice match, or are men and women not separated in Flying Circus? Flying Circus has no gender division because it's mainly based on form, reflexes, and critical thinking. There's no noticeable difference between men and women on any of those categories. Det är väl visst ganska stor skillnad på typ form i alla fall. En jet president, han menar väl hållning, men ändå. And Jet Shion is doing weight training. Muscles are love. Muscles are life. You know, that just makes you sound really creepy. To be fair, Shion isn't completely off base. Muscles are important too. I see you're getting it now, Hinata. No, I don't think we're on the same wavelength at all. I wonder what drove him to worship muscles. Jag vill kolla på den där... vad heter den? Magic Muscles. Vad heter den där animen? Marshall. Jag vet inte vad den heter. Jag har inte sett den. Muscles only factor in at the highest level of professional play. In our case, physical differences between men and women have no bearing. So that means women and men face each other in tournaments? Yep. Can't say it'll stay the same as gravity shoot technology advances, or the general skill level of play goes up, but for now, that's of no concern. Actually, plenty of people even say women have the advantage in Flying Circus. Seriously? Yeah, there are some who believe that. Women generally weigh less than men, right? Ah, well, the quantity of anti-gravitons emitted by gravity shoes always remain the same, so less weight equals more speed. Think of one of those slick modern fighter jets. I see. Do men have any advantage? Yeah, they're heavier weight. Aren't you contradicting yourself? Ever heard of Newton's first law? Hallå, har du aldrig hört om Newtons? Basically, it's more difficult to change a heavy object's trajectory. When a light object tries to stop an approaching heavy object head-on, it gets pushed off to the side, right? In other words, the heavier a person, the harder they are to stop. Madoka, spare me any weird jokes about my weight. Come on, you don't need to warn me. It's a bit embarrassing to ask this since you'll probably think I'm having funny thoughts, but oh, no way. Do I smell a dirty question? Yo, listen up, guys. Mashu's gonna ask a really pervy question right now. How exciting! Huh? Oh, right. Very exciting. You got it all wrong. Don't expect me to say anything that weird. It's just sometimes your body clashes with your opponents, right? Are you worried about pain? If you are, then relax. The anti-gravity layer absorbs shock, and there's no real danger of bumping into random things since you're way up in the air. Flying circles may look dangerous or painful, but it's extremely safe. That's right. It kind of feels like you're wrapped in a cushion. No, that's not what I'm worried about. I was just thinking, I don't really want anyone to touch my breasts. Same goes for my butt and other private parts. Oh, good point. Well, I've seen girls from a judo club practicing with guys on TV, so maybe it won't actually bother you in the moment. Vänta, va? Det är det konstigaste svaret. Jag har faktiskt sett judo och det är inte så farligt. Eller så va? Ja. Relax. You tell me to learn to live with it? If I just clear my mind of all unnecessary thoughts, I won't care if people touch my breast? Is that what you're saying? I guess that would work, but no, that's not what I meant. For example, if I tried touching your breast during a match... Oh no, Masaya wants to touch Mashiro's breast. Jag sitter här och tänker lite grann. Att jag kanske borde stänga fönstret när jag spelar det här spelet, men... Det kanske är bäst jag gör det, om de ska fortsätta så här. Vad håller du på med, Rakat? Vad håller du på med? Ska vi stänga här ett tag? Nu stänger vi det. Nu får det vara slut för det roliga. Det är nog lika bra att inte ha fönstret öppet när man spelar det här. Antar jag. Man säger såhär, are you actually a pervert? Are you guys even listening to me? I said for example. For example, Masaya reached out for Mashiro's breast and ended up being captivated by their softness. Vad är det, Kat? That's ridiculous. There's no way I would let that happen. Only Misaka-senpai is allowed to touch my breast. That is ridiculous. But not in the way you mean. Listen, I could never actually touch your breast during a match. How come? Are you trying to say you don't want to touch Mashiro-chan's breasts? Man, that must hurt. You never want to hear anyone say that they want to touch your breast, but it also hurts to hear that they don't. For now, please apologize to... please apologize to me. Yeah, do it. Oh, come on. Can't you guys just let me finish? Remember what I said earlier? Anti-gravity fields repel each other. If I ever tried to touch them, a layer would form between my hand and your... Det är jävla magiska skor det där. But what if you pushed really hard? Wouldn't change anything. Getting past the layer is impossible. I couldn't touch you even if I wanted to. Get it? You can't touch the other person even if you want to, huh? Sounds like a perfect setup for a tragic love story. Ja. Men de kan ändå nudda ryggarna på varandra. But we flew together when we first met, right? Back then you didn't activate your gravity shoes. We were both flying thanks to mine. Hur? Ja, okej. Jag vet inte, det känns ju som att hon bara borde hänga dingla liksom. Som så här. Jag vet inte. Jag vet inte riktigt om man ska ifrågasätta allt för mycket heller. Jag vet inte. Jag kan ju uppenbarligen ingenting om Newton. Men... I see. When two people have gravity shoes activated, they can't do things like hugging. Exactly. Don't tell me you want that to happen with Masaya. I'd never dream of it. Ha 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 ha! Your red face isn't doing you any favors. Kissing in the sky sounds romantic. Did you think? Huh? Did you just turn even more red, Asuka? No! Guess this is as good a time as any to explain more about gravity shoes again. I mean, we are going shopping for them tomorrow. I like that idea. Okay, here's a fun fact about the anti-gravity device used in gravity shoes. You can make it smaller, but not bigger. Well, you can make it bigger, but that's pointless. Why is that? The output would remain the same even if you made it bigger. I don't know the exact science, but apparently there's no getting around it. That's why there are no flying cars. They've had breakthroughs in making anti-gravity devices smaller, but every single attempt to make them bigger has ended in failure. Now that you mention it, I've only ever seen people or boys flying around. Right, you might think 2 pairs of gravity shoes are enough to move heavy things around, but it's not possible because they repel each other, and that doesn't change even if you activate them at the same time. So there's no way to use them to transport heavy objects. Bingo. Gravity shoes have a weight limit of 300 kilograms, but something that heavy would barely float. By that logic, 1 pair of gravity shoes can carry 6 girls who are holding hands. Men alltså... ja, till att börja med. Men ja... Det kan ju inte vara något så här magiskt liksom. Håller du i min hand så kommer du också bli påverkad. Utan det måste ju fortfarande vara liksom ett fält som... Jag vet inte. You're making someone squirm with those numbers, Asuka. That's not true. Why would I care? I got a real slender figure. Aha. Well, it's not like forming a chain of 6 girls is feasible. At those numbers, it would be next to impossible to balance yourself. Men det är det jag tänkte. I'd say 4 people is about the best you can do. Men vadå 4 personer? Då borde det ju vara 5 personer. Det är ju 2 på varje sida. Har du 1 på ena sidan och 2 på andra sidan så lär du ju inte få balans liksom. Eller va? Va? Huh? Okay, that explains why I haven't seen any floating buildings. Flygande bussar. And with that, it's time to call it a day. I can't wait to get my flying circus gravity shoes tomorrow. Asuka forms a radiant smile. Så det kan vara det skummaste avsnittet någonsin hittills. Jag säger hittills för det lär inte bli bättre härifrån. Kurashina, are you on your way to practice? Yeah, though we're planning on going to buy flying gravity circus shoes today instead. Oh, all right. Masaya mentioned this morning. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to show you. And that will be... a very special video. A special video? Did you think of something dirty there? No, I'd never. I'm sure you'll find it quite interesting. Oh, really? Let me see. I think it was somewhere around here. Oh, found it. Here, look at my phone. Okay, that's a flying circus match. Yeah, a junior league match from a couple years back. Keep watching and tell me what you think. But I only just started flying circus, so I doubt anything I say will mean much. Just watch. Jag gillar också den där snubben i bakgrunden. Han är cool lirare alltså. Jävlar. Okay. This... Jaha, lite förvirrande. This girl's form is really beautiful. Huh, now that's funny. I guess it's no surprise you mistook him for a girl with the long hair. That's Masaya. Huh? Oh, you're right. His face looks mostly the same. That's Masaya-san. Whoa. He looks pretty cute with long hair. Agreed. Oh, sucks that people made fun of it so much. Since I'm sure that means he'll never let it grow out again. Jag undrar vart min hatt är någonstans. Kommer på nu. Masaya-san, chan. He can. He had tons of talent and was a real go-getter. Why'd he quit if he can fly so well? because he was too far ahead for his age. Mental fortitude is an important part of flying circus. I suppose that area was lagging behind. You mean his mind didn't keep up with the rest? I think so. To be honest, I don't know the real reason Masaya quit flying circus. Sorry. He never told me, but regardless of what happened, it's about time for him to move past it. Can I ask you a question, Miss Kagami? Yeah, what is it? Why did you show me this video? Because Masaya has been acting different since you transferred here. I want Masaya to fly again, and I want him to do it for his own free will. And showing me this video is supposed to help Masaya-san fly. Who knows, but winning over a person's inner circle before tackling them directly sounds like a good plan to me. And, more importantly... What? I just wanted you to know. Figure, it can't hurt. I'm not sure what to do, but I'm glad I got to see Masaya-san flying. Thank you. You're welcome. Let's keep this between us, okay? Got it. Got it. Aokana. Oh yeah. Vänta, vad händer där? Vad händer här? Ja, hon har tappat sin glass. Det är en lite rolig detalj. Jag undrar om vi kommer vara ute på den här staden flera gånger och kommer alltid stå där. Liksom. Det hade varit lite kul. Extremt kul. I'm on my way to a store that sells gravity shoes with everyone. I'm so excited! Oj. Vänta, va? Ja, okej. Makes me remember the first time I got a cell phone. Oh, it really does feel close to that. Well, these shoes will become a part of your daily life like a cell phone, so... Oh, there's Minamo-chan. Hey! I call out to the girl who's sweeping the ground in front of the store we're heading to. Oh, long time no see. She bows her head lightly. Then she gingerly nods to the others around me. Is your brother inside? Yeah, should I go get him? No, you don't have to. We're gonna go check out the gravity shoes inside anyway. What are you up to? Oh, I have something else to do. Excuse me. Minamo-chan quietly heads to her house with a lowered head after she says that. Minamo-chan's so nimble as she disappears that she reminds me of a small animal. A squirrel, maybe? Hon såg lite annorlunda ut. What a cute girl. Too bad she left right away. Eller vänta, va? Var det där en annan person? Nu blir jag extremt förvirrad här. När de inte verkar fatta. Nej, det är en annan person. Det är inte Madoka. My brother. Nu är jag extremt förvirrad. Okay. She wasn't wearing our uniform. Which school does she go to? Seems like you know her, Masaya. She's the owner's little sister. We run into each other a few times, that's all. Jaha. Heh. I see. Seriously, why are all three of you imagining the same thing? It's not like that. Those grins on their faces are a lot clearer than any words. I turn away from their piercing stares and enter the store in front of us. Shirase Sky Sports. Flying circles, articles, and equipment cover every inch of the walls inside. Shoes, maintenance tools, cleaning kits, and so on. You can get everything you need here. Asuka looks around the cramped store interior with her mouth wide open. Whoa! Is all of this for flying circus? Not everything. There are other sports that use gravity shoes, after all. I'd say about 80% is flying circus related. The most popular gravity shoe sport is flying circus, so when you consider demand, that's about what you end up with. Misaki-senpai, check this out! What is it? Oh, products that help you fly around the world with gravity shoes. You can do that? Probably not. They're clearly exaggerating. You know how ads are. I'm sure some adventurous people have tried though. You know how ads are. Ska vi titta på alla de adsen? Här har vi någon så här Evangelion-reklam typ. Det här ser ut som någon så här e-sport-logga. Det här vet jag inte riktigt vad det är. Ser ut som han har en jättekonstig hjälm på sig. Här är någon jävla hundvalp. New style. Jag vet inte. Där uppe är Invade också. De känner jag igen, det är märkesgrejer. Och de här är häftiga också, det är som någon sån typ wingsuit. Det lär inte vara det lär inte... Fan vad coolt egentligen om man hade haft någon sån här riktig wingsuit. Den här gör väl inte så mycket för den stäcker bara på armarna, men om den verkligen hade liksom varit så här... Nej, jag vet inte. Ja, sounds like a dream worth fighting for. Mashiro, I'm rooting for you to make that dream come true. Wait, really? Well, if you're rooting for me, I have to give it a shot. I can promise you'll die partway through the journey, so don't. By the way, all that stuff over there is for long-distance flight, which won't help us. Only Asuka, Misaki, and Mashiro joined in on this trip. Jaha. Joined in on this trip. Jag gillar att de sa i början. Vad var det de sa? With everyone. De var inte här med everyone då. Shion already has a pair of flying gravity shoes, and Madoka wanted to hang back and work in the club room. Welcome! Oh, it's you, Masa. It's been a while. How have you been? Just fine. A cheerful guy walks over to us from the cash register. It's Shirase-san, the store manager. We ran into Minamo-chan just now. Oh, you did. She's gotten a lot cuter, right? I guess. You can't have her. We're here to pick up some flying gravity shoes. What would you recommend? Man, you're no fun. Lucky for you. Aoi already told me you were gonna drop by. Aoi? He's calling her by her first name. No honorifics. They must be in a relationship. Haven't we been doing the exact same thing? Well, I mean, the two of us are in a relationship. What? Really? You really need to stop reacting to Misaki's dumb jokes. And I go way back. Shirase-san laughs jovially. She just gave me a call and said I should pick out some good ones for you. Cool. What's this? I hear about you being a coach now. Is it because you're leading a team of cute girls? Man, I'm real jealous. What guy doesn't want his own harem? What's this about a harem? I thought we were going steady. How many two? Why do you guys always have to react to dumb jokes? Tell me, what kind of gravity shoes are you looking for? Not sure yet. Each of these three need a pair, so I'd like your advice. Wait, can you explain what different shoes does first? Ja, berätta ännu mer om den här sporten. För det är precis det jag vill höra. Jag vill höra allt om den här sporten. Jag är så intresserad. That slipped my mind. Okay. The first thing you need to know is that there are 3 types of shoes. Vänta. Speeder, fighter and all-rounder shoes. Right, gravity shoes come equipped with so-called balancers. And by adjusting them, you can get stuff like fighter gravity shoes with all-rounder tuning, all-rounder gravity shoes with speeder tuning, and so on. But how are those shoes themselves different? For instance, what makes speeder shoes unique? Let's see here. Do you know what happens when you activate gravity shoes? Anti-graviton starts to flow out from the shoes, right? Vart tar de vägen sen? Åker de ut i atmosfären eller? Eller kommer det bara vara fullt med liksom, det är så här, hoppa fram x antal år liksom, inte koldioxidutsläpp längre, utan det är bara massa anti-gravity. Allting börjar liksom flyga helt random. That's correct. Those anti-gravitons from a layer around your body. Masa-senpai explained some of that yesterday. Oj, fel röst. Jag vet inte. Because of that, every single part of your body feels gravity in the same way. Now that I think of it, isn't anti-gravity on just your feet enough to make you float? That would be really dangerous. Sure, you could float up that way, but you'd be dead meat if you turned at all. Asuka looks up at the ceiling and she mulls over my words. True, if only one end of my body was floating, then losing balance would be the same as losing my life. Alltså jag undrar vad som händer om skorna ramlar av liksom. Ja, du råkar en storlek för stor liksom. Och så bara, glömt knyta skorna och dör istället. Undrar om det är möjligt. The difference between speeder and fighter shoes lies in the behavior of the anti-graviton layer. Now, by the way, the anti-graviton layer is called the membrane. You should memorize that term. Membrane. Asuka draws back her chin with a serious look on her face. Got it. The anti-graviton layer produced by gravity shoes is called the membrane. Right. So do you know how you move forward? Huh? What do you mean? You just lean your body in that direction to glide that way. That's not what he means. He's asking you why you start moving when you lean forward. I have absolutely no idea. Same. Add me to that count. I get Asuka, but you guys should know. You're locals. Hey, I'm no local. I've only been here 2 years. Quit pressuring me. I'd say living in a place for 2 years makes you a local. Det beror nog lite grann på. Det beror nog på det så gammal man är liksom. Är du 50 bast, åker till ett ställe, bott där 2 år. Ja, jag vet inte. Sen så till att börja med, jag vet inte. Det känns som man borde vara uppväxt där då. Det finns olika sätt att se på det där, men maglev trains are often used for comparison's sake. You know what that is, right? They're the trains that run really fast, right? Do you know how maglev trains work? No, I don't. Same. Nope. Oh, come on, that should be obvious. Newtons andra lag. Like I said, quit pressuring me. Man, you guys sure love your science trivia. Nerds. Yeah, but they probably don't know the difference between Bavarian cream and pudding. Sad. I'm with you on that one. Bet they don't even know the difference between shortbread and gingerbread cookies. And that's way more important. Okay, that's enough out of you two. Maglev trains move for electromagnetic propulsion. You know that opposite poles attract and like poles repel each other, right? Åh jävlar. Nu kom det mycket information här. They leave it for repulsion and they propel forward to attraction. Basically, no force that propel make the train level itself will be placed in front of the train drags it over. Once the train rushes itself, you change the pole to your place. You told me to apply the principle to flying. But with gravity and anti-gravity in place of magnetic poles, right? I think I'm starting to understand. When you're using gravity shoes, anti-gravity alleviates you. And Earth's gravity acts as the attracting force that propels you. Alltså nu måste de ta och sluta snart, jag måste till jobbet snart. Which means, what was it again? The anti-gravity layer? The membrane. Don't forget the membrane. Eller det var han som sa det. You move by forcing the membrane to switch between gravity and anti-gravity. Correct, though to be more precise, you're actually just making different parts thinner or thicker. It sounds strange when you put it like that, but you're effectively falling forward instead of moving in the traditional sense. The membrane is thinner in certain parts, which forces gravity to attract you in a specific direction. Same goes for any movement you make in the air. We done yet? Come on, I want to grab me a pair of shiny new gravity shoes. Can you wait a little longer? I want to hear the rest. I guess. You should really be paying attention to this, Misaki. Anyway, back on topic. Speedy gravity shoes are adjusted to maximize the force of falling forward. The upper body part of the membranes is extremely responsive to the player's movements, while other parts are tuned to be less sensitive. Undrar om han har en egen röst här. Ja, han har det tror jag. Normal gravity shoes work on the same basic principle, but Flying Circus gravity shoes obviously have high specs, man. I get it now. Wow, that's really interesting. Moving on. Fighter gravity shoes have a membrane that's high Fighter gravity shoes have a membrane that is high sensitivity all over. That prevents a player from achieving high speeds, but in exchange they can move in quick bursts. Asuka nods at me repeatedly. I think I'm getting the hang of it now. Okay then, let's dig a little deeper. Remember the balances I mentioned earlier? By adjusting the ones in gravity shoes you can do tons of interesting stuff. Can you give me an example? Oh, sure thing. Here's a rather extreme example. Well, you could make the membrane sensitive on just the right side of your body, which would allow for quick movement only when moving to the right. Don't worry though, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll be handling the balance and tuning. That's part of the coach's job. You don't tune it yourself? There are people who do it themselves, but that's not always the right choice. It would be hard for a person to keep themselves from adjusting it to fit them, right? Isn't that the normal thing to do? Forget gravity shoes, people even say it's best to wear clothes that are the right fit. Vänta va? That's true, but what suits you may not suit the match. Unless you're a person who functions only on logic, you'll end up making compromises for your own comfort. That's why it's been best to have someone with an objective view to Huh? In other words, Masia's going to toy with our bodies as he pleases. Quit making it sound so weird. There's so many little details about flying circles you have to get right. I'm even more fired up now. Well, if you're done talking, pick out some shoes for me, coach. Frågan är om jag ska ta och avsluta här. Jag måste gå till jobbet typ nu. Jag vet inte hur lång tid det här kommer ta, men det känns ändå som lite bättre ställe att avsluta på än tidigare. Så jag vet inte, vi får säga så. Vi tar och avslutar nu så går jag till jobbet. Så får vi höras imorgon igen. Och tills dess så får ni ha det bra. Så vi hörs. Hej då. Hej då. Lycka till. Ha det bra.